of it. I hit the record button. Hi, everyone. It's Sean. Hey, listen, I'm sitting here at the lacrosse fields, Masons at practice, and I'm really liking I've worked with a couple of different companies today about helping them set up their Twitter accounts for Blab and getting people excited about leveraging, being a part of what's happening from a visual standpoint. And so my question is what are you practicing today? What did you practice today? What did you get better at? Does that make sense? What did you get better at today? What did you practice? Did you practice? Did you practice success? Did you practice failure? Did you practice defeat? Did you practice emotional emptiness? Did you practice emotional fullness, completeness? What did you practice today? Because there's been Nobel Prizes given on the understanding of cellular replication. Oh, wait a minute, Sean. What does cellular replication have to do with what I'm practicing? What they're finding out is that the only thing that a cell can duplicate is what it was just before it duplicated. So if we're depressed, if there's an energy of depression, if there's an energy of loss, of lack, of fear, of no faith, that's part of the DNA. Doesn't that make up our DNA? I mean, when we feel these feelings, how do we create those feelings? The feelings happen because it's part of who we are. It's the emotions that we have. Somebody give me a bucket full of love. Now, I know some of you that are watching this are going, that would be chocolate, Sean. No, I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is, can you take anger and put it in a bucket? Can you put it in my hands? Can you put it right here? The answer is no. So where does that emotion feel? Where does that pit in your stomach, that knot in your stomach, that tension in your chest come from? It comes from controlling at some cellular level our muscles, our DNA. So if that's true, and I don't think anybody could argue with that, if that's true, then here's my question. When the cells replicate, how often do cells replicate in our body? Every second. There's millions of them going on right now. So if that happens every second, then the question is, what did it just duplicate? What are your cells practicing? What are they becoming again and again and again and again? So that's my question. What are you practicing? What is showing up in your life that you did just before you got on this, listen or watching this blab, this video? How are you feeling? Because I can promise you, whatever you were feeling, part of that got carried over to this second and then carried over to this second. Well, Sean, I'm not mad anymore. There was a moment when that changed. So that's my point, is what are you practicing? Did you practice that change? Do you want to do that again tomorrow? Or do you want to decide that enough is enough, and today's the day, I have all I want, do all I can, be all I can, and make a difference? Does that make sense? Because when it was explained to me, I'm like, really? But when you look at the science behind it, when you look at the information behind it, that's really the only way it can be explained. So thank goodness we don't have to think about healing cuts on our bodies or healing bruises that are on our body. That happens because we want to be whole. That happens because the body knows what a good state it needs to be in. So I go back to my original question. What did you practice today? Did you practice making yourself younger? Deepak Chopra talks about the ability to take 15 years off of your life just by the way you think, the way you feel, the way you act. What'd you practice today? I hope this has been helpful. If it has, leave me a comment, send me a note. I look forward to being of service to you. Find me, go to mentalprofits.com, putting some more podcasts out there. Going to be using some of this information and some of these tools to help bring you more information. So I hope you had an outstanding day. Practice more of what you want and less of what you don't. And I can tell you, your days are going to be much brighter and you'll have some more smiles. So I'm Sean Murphy, founder of Mental Profits, and I'll see you where? At the next event. Till then, bye for now.